The Dallas Cowboys just pulled the trigger on a linebacker by the name of Logan Wilson. And he came with a 6th-round pick. So let's talk about it. Jerry Jones finally said, hey, we need some help in this LB room. And he took it to the measures of going to get linebacker Logan Wilson from the Cincinnati Bengals, who requested a trade early on in the season. Moving forward, I definitely think that Jerry Jones made the right move. Now, it's not a big name move, but it is a move that will help this LB room and give it some more oomph that it needs. I'm not saying that this guy is going to come in and just wreak havoc and take over the defense, because that may not happen. But what can happen is that Logan Wilson can come into the Dallas Cowboys LB room and show these boys that this is how you play LB. This is how you be aggressive. This is how you use your hands. This is how you get off blocks. Because with the addition of Logan Wilson, I'm not saying that this guy, I'm going to keep repeating this, that this guy's not going to make a big difference, but he's going to make a difference to the point where it's like, oh, I noticed a little bit something different with this LB core. We're actually running downhill and making tackles. Now, don't get me wrong. Kenneth Murray has been trying to do the best he can, but it's just not enough in my opinion. Jack Sanborn, it's been out with an injury. I really don't understand this LB room, and Jerry Jones thought and still think that the LB room is the problem. And in my opinion, it's not. We need to go and get somebody that can help on this defensive line to create pressure. The LBs, yes, it needed some assistance. I'm glad you got Logan Wilson. Great. 6th-round pick. We didn't give up our 1st-round picks and so on and so forth. I'm happy of that. That's great. But what I can say is that if we think that Jerry Jones was about to go and get Max Crosby, because everybody thought it was about to be Max Crosby, Trey Hendrickson, everybody thought that. And for you to sit here and think that of Jerry Jones, we know Jerry Jones is cheap. He's rich, but he's cheap. Let's keep it real. He's rich, but he's cheap. So with this being said, guys, why did we get our hopes up for Max Crosby or Trey Hendrickson? Because if you did, you got disappointed today. Yeah, you got disappointed because we went and got cheapo linebacker Logan Wilson. Now, I'm not saying that he might come in and really show us something, and I'm with it. I'm not against it. I'm not opposed of it. But what I'm trying to say is that, Jerry, we don't need this. We don't need these type of LBs. We need big name veterans in our lineup. That's what we need right now. We don't need a bunch of nobodies that got put to 2nd string because somebody else over them got the PT and won the PT time. Because that's what happens in Cincinnati with Logan Wilson, which is why he requested a trade. So in my opinion, we need a veteran. This guy, I'm really stuck on this because Jerry really thought that this is going to make a difference in Dallas. Hey, if you think it's going to make a difference, it's your money. You spend it how you want to spend it. But me as a fan, I'm going to sit over here and I'm going to tell you straight up, this ain't going to cut it. Yeah, it's another addition. Great. He might make that tackle on 3rd and 3. He might. Who knows? But they might break his tackle and keep on running. Do we know if he can tackle? I hope so. But all I can say is that Jerry said he was going to pull the trigger, and he pulled the trigger. And that trigger was the linebacker Logan Wilson. So I definitely think moving forward that Logan Wilson needs to come into this locker room with a level head. And I'm hoping that he can show these boys something, because the Dallas Cowboys LB room lacks veteran discipline. It lacks veteranships. It lacks discipline. It lacks pursuit to the ball. It lacks a lot of things that it needs help with. And Jerry, I'm assuming you really think that Logan Wilson's gonna do it for us. Hey, I'm not knocking your trade, bro. But what I am gonna say is are you sure? Because these last few, I don't know. So, man, if you shaking in your boots right now about the Dallas Cowboys season, you need to shake even harder. Because I'm gonna tell you now, this back half of this season right here, it's even worse. It gets worse, guys. This doesn't get prettier. It gets worse. So, LB Logan, I hope you can make a difference. I hope you can come in this room and teach these boys a few techniques that maybe they didn't know nothing about, and turn this defense around, because that's what Jerry wants you to do. I mean, you think getting one LB is going to change your whole defense and make you win championships? That's not how it works. This thing is a build process. It's going to take a while to build this defense back up, man. You traded away some star players. We got some star players injured. Our secondary room is depleted. There's a lot of things going on this defensive side of the ball that you can't account for why it's getting done the way it's done. like we got every offense looking like they Hall of Fame offense. So all I can say is man, Jerry finally pulled that trigger, and I'm glad that he pulled that trigger. Because, man, the Dallas Cowboys defense, we all know, man, the defense has been a problem. It's going to continue to be a problem. These boys are playing like they don't know what's going on the defensive side of the ball, and I'm not understanding it. I'm truly not getting it. We have guys out here taking the wrong gaps. We have defensive linemen getting stood straight up on the point of contact. This is nothing to be played with. When you as a defensive lineman get stood straight up, I know that. You get stood straight up as a defensive lineman, the rep is done. The rep is over. The play is over if you get stood straight up by an offensive lineman. And I've seen that several times by the defensive line. Now, Logan Wilson, you coming into a plunder of I don't know what, because this linebacking core ain't it. So are you going to be the hero? Are you going to be the captain? Are you going to be the one to step up in this locker room and teach these guys we need to stand up and do what we got to do at the LB position and cover our man? Keep our eyes open. Keep our eyes on the swivel. Which one is it going to be? Because Kenneth Murray and them other guys, Shamar James, we taking wrong angles. And Matt Eberflus, why? I don't understand the late blitzing. You sent Shamar James on a late blitz last game. For what? And it leaves the flat right open. Wide open. It leaves it wide open. It makes it easy read for any quarterback. No matter if you're a third string quarterback, it makes it an easy read. Throw it to the flat. You wide open. This guy came late. So we got to be able to sustain something in Dallas, man. There's not a string of stops during these football games on this defensive side of the ball, and there's not a string of momentum on the defensive side of the ball in these football games. We got special teams outperforming our defense. We got special teams outperforming the offense right now. Going into the bye week, we have to be able to reset. We got to be able to come back and make sure that we ready for this back half of the season, because man, oh man, I told y'all, and I'm going to keep saying it, this back half of this season is something crucial, and I'm telling you, you're not going to want them. You probably ain't going to want nothing to do with it. You ain't going to want nothing to do with it, chat, because I'm almost to that point. That's how we playing. That's how we looking. I mean, hey, it is what it is, but I definitely think that us pulling the trigger on somebody was necessary. It was necessary. Jerry, I'm not opposed to it. You didn't give away all your picks. No crazy picks. I'm down with that. I'm cool with that. I can be like, okay, that's cool. All right, whatever. I'll take them because you didn't give up no crazy picks. But damn it, I need someone that's going to be in there to make a difference right now Is he going to be that guy? And I might be mistaken. He might be that guy and come in here and be like, whoa, he all over the field. He's here. We're going to see. Hopefully it was a good trade. And if you don't think it's a good trade, let me know down in the comments. If you think it's a good trade, let me know down in the comments. If you don't think it's a good trade, elaborate down in the comments. Don't forget, man. Don't forget, we fans. We can sit back and we can chill. We can vibe out and be entertained by the Dallas Cowboys. But sometimes, Jerry Jones, I don't understand your decision making. I'm going to be flat honest. So, let me know down in the comments. Meet me in the comments, man. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe button. Until next time, guys.